Halloween reading. That's lasted all year. The vivific fountain of souls is comprehended under two intellects. Immense nature is suspended about the shoulders of the goddess. The center of Hecate is carried in the middle of the fathers. Rhea Hecate. Chaldean oracles. In the left hand, the center of Hecate is carried the middle of the fathers. In the left hand, inward parts of Hecate, the center of the intellectual gods, is the fountain of virtue, which wholly abides within and does not emit its virginal nature. Her hairs appear similar to rays of light ending in a sharp point. Rhea is the fountain and river of the blessed intellectual gods, for first receiving the powers of all things in her ineffable bosoms, she pours running generation into everything. And it goes on to Jupiter and several things. And to Marcus Antonius and the likes. And beginning with Zoroaster, Belisarius moves us on to the Halloween reading. And I've only got halfway through this, only way to get to part 2. This is an interesting book. Let's see, part 2 is way over here. Part 2. But part 2 is like in only 200 pages. Like I'm 200 pages in anyway. I'll show you in a minute, but it starts out. The life by different people. And it moves on for another, like I said, 200 pages of a hypothesis. It's really hard to see the bias unless you know the bias or a list of biases. And then getting on to different people in part 2, which is neat. What I just started was just a fragment. I haven't got to Arctis yet. Here's my bookmark. We just finished up a bunch of stuff. And then moved on. It said for 200 pages. And I just got into part 2, but then it starts getting into fragments of other people. And we just got into this. Some Halloween reading. And it moves on. It's most interesting. Um, and there's several individuals that it's just neat to be regarded in history in any form or fashion when you really think about it. I mean, if I know a lot of people don't think about it, but interesting to me. But just the somebody that you might not know. And we only have fragments of stuff that we maybe know about and how much has been, but just knowing, the more you know. It's your Halloween writing. Halloween reading, I've been doing this Halloween all year. And that gets into some other writers, which started with this. Happy Halloween. And how, I'm not even going to turn the page on that, but then how this interestingly ties in with this old book. And it's interesting. And Halloween reading. It's very interesting when I end up with this one. It's a Corey Preston. But it's interesting how this Halloween reading is very similar to a take and other stuff regarding that first Halloween reading. Corey's Fragments. And calendars and names of people censored. And their common names, which is just another addition, fragments pertaining to this book that had other James. Happy Halloween. We can go on with Manetho and Chaldean, which started all this mess at Halloween. In my reading, Happy Halloween reading.